All right, guys, Old Suitman here. Gonna give a little tutorial on the installation of my cab lights, running cab lights for my 2018 Dodge Ram 1500. I went with Recon lights. They're a little more expensive than others that I've seen on the internet, and you buy cheap, you get cheap, and hopefully these will last a while. I'm pretty happy with them so far. Here's a view of the finished product. They're illuminated now, but it's not quite dusk. I'll give you a picture later on. And just hold on for a second. Okay, what I found invaluable was my little step ladder. Give me a couple steps up to my cab. And you climb up on this baby. Get up to your roof, and this is a little close-up. What I initially did for my measurements was draw a snap line across the top of the roof. That made sure everything was square. It was 53 inches across. And then you use this painter's tape to mark where you're going to put your lights. With my kit came a pretty good instruction booklet about where the placement is and all that good stuff. What I did find is that underneath the roof, there's a reinforcement edge about 5 inches off the glass here, so you don't want to drill anything closer than 5 inches. I did mine 5.5. This was, I believe, 6, and I believe this was 8. And this is 5.5, 12, 8, 8, 12. So it works out like that. Dropping the headliner was pretty easy. I thought it would be difficult, but it was no big deal. Just remove these two posts, remove the trim, pull them out, take off your visors and all the hardware attachment, and this thing will drop down. The headliner will drop down about 4 or 5 inches, give you enough to work with. The electrical hookup was you pry this panel off on the passenger side. You'll see a harness there. It was a black wire and I believe a red wire or some green wire, gray wire, something like that. That was my hot, and I just ran the wire they gave me down the post here, connected it to the harness, and it only runs when the ignition is on, and not with the headlights. It's activated by the ignition. And what tipped me off is that I have that harness, because some people say you don't get it with this model vehicle, but I checked the fuse box, and in number 79 marked cab lights, there was a 20 amp fuse sitting there. So that's what I used. So once again, here they are illuminated. It's not quite dark out, but they show up pretty good. About an 8-hour job. That silicone caulk is really good. There's some videos out there on how to apply it, and you just use a lot and use your fingers to swipe around there, and you get a pretty good seal. It rained the day after I did this, and not a drop of rain inside. So yeah, it looks sharp. Some people do all kinds of things to their trucks, bed lights, and all kinds of cool stuff, but you got to do the cab lights. That's the real deal, guys. All right, hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, post a comment. Thank you.